Hey guys, it's MeRkShoTz. You don't know who I am. I have no subscribers probably. I don't care. I don't do videos to get subscribers. I do videos so that the people that do watch them get help for what they need. And the lucky person that clicks on a video of mine will, they will get exactly what I'm saying. And if they take the time to actually listen to what I'm trying to tell them, they're going to get rewarded for it. Because I do give good information, I do give good advice, and I don't go through all the hassle of editing and writing a script and saying exactly finding a punchline. I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about making money from YouTube. None of that. I just do it so that the lucky people that do find my video get what they're looking for. This Darius guide is going to be for people that are playing him and they're not understanding why it's not working. They like his play style, they like the character, but they can't find a build that's viable all the time. A lot of builds that I've seen people use only work if they get fed. It's not. A lot of the builds people use are like, you couldn't rinse and repeat it. If the situation restarted next game, if they didn't play the exact same way, going against the exact same retards that fed them, they're not going to do good. This build that I'm going to show you is going to be a build that's going to work every time. Whether you start off feeding or you can't snowball hard as shit, but if you start off 0-3, this build's still going to work. It's not going to be based on having to get kills. Tanky works a lot better. It's a lot more viable. It just works better. Anyway, all right. I'm not going to discuss masteries. Actually, I don't know what I'm not going to discuss masteries. I'm going to discuss itemization a little bit, just because, just so you understand why I'm making the choices. I'm going to have a Mobafire link in the description. I'm going to make a Mobafire guide, just a quick one. It's not going to have any information afterwards. I might put the video down there so that people that go to the Mobafire link, have the video to watch. So, so you'll have that. Anyway, what I want to discuss items for, what you want to start with is, you should always be top lane or jungle. Period. Darius should not be in any other lane ever, unless he's ganking. Okay? It doesn't work. He needs the gold to be successful. Ranged AD and a support should always be bottom. That's just the meta. It's what everybody does, and it works all the time. It's the best way to do it. So whatever. Itemization for jungling and laning. Sometimes. Well, let's just do for jungling first. For jungling, you want to start with cloth armor and 5 health pots. The first time you do it. After that, after you get a feel for jungling with him, depending on if you think you can clear it with less than that many health pots or not, you might want to get 4 health pots. Save a little bit of gold. I get all 5. Whatever. Just go ahead and have the health pot. Save it for later if you don't use it. Whatever. So, yeah. You get the cloth armor and health pots, and if you have a good team that will actually help you do shit, you could start at wolves, kill wolves, and then go to blue, and, get blue. Yeah. And then you go to wraiths, and I'll have the jungle sequence in the Mobafire link. Anyway, and then for soloing top, depending on who you're going against, if you're going against another Darius or like say an Olaf or anything that you think is going to put a lot of damage on you, melee damage, still start with the cloth armor and health pots. Now you might not want to get 5 health pots. You might want to go, if they have a jungler, which most teams do. You might want to go ahead and get a ward to ward like a minute and a half in. Well, it wouldn't be in a minute and a half because minions aren't even spawned by then. But at like 3 minutes in, you can go ahead and ward, or you can go ahead and get the 5 health pots, which is what I do most of the time. I don't worry about a ward. Not that early anyway. So if you're worried that you're going to get owned by something melee, get the cloth armor and the health pots. I've never done the no magic mantle and health pots. There's not that many AP solo tops. I mean, there is a few viable ones like Swain and Vladimir, things like that. That you might want to get the no magic mantle. But I usually get the boots. A lot of the times you're going to be getting boots and health pots. He needs speed. You have to get boots early on. He's a very slow champion. If you've played him, and you already know, if you don't start with boots, he's severely crippled. He's very slow. So if you're going against something like Vlad or Swain, you probably want boots anyway, because you're slow and they're ranged. After that, if you're going to go for ninja, you're either getting ninja tabs or MeRkShoTz. One or the other. There's no attack speed boots, no cooldown boots. Going tanky works the best. Okay, so if you're going to go for MeRkShoTz because you want the CC reduced, and there's not an AD getting real fed on their team or anything like that, go ahead and go for the MeRkShoTz if they have a lot of CC that you're worried about. Silences, obviously you shouldn't be worried about those that much. But slows you should worry about. As I said, he's a very slow champion, so you might want to go ahead and get the MeRkShoTz. But if a melee's getting fed, or if you're going top against another Darius or something like that, that made you start with the cloth armor, go ahead and get the ninja tabs. It'll buff you against them very much more than you would think it does. Early game, it buffs you against melee. It buffs you against them a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, if you started with the cloth armor and you're going to go for MeRkShoTz, get your boots before getting Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold will be your next item. Get boots first because you need the speed. And then after you get your boots, get Heart of Gold. Then after getting your Heart of Gold, you want to go for Phage, and then get Giant's Belt. And if you can't finish Frozen Mallet, next time you back, or that time you back, you get your Giant's Belt. If you can afford another health crystal, go ahead and get one for Warmogs, which will be your next item after Frozen Mallet. So go ahead and get your health crystal, because there's no need in backing and not buying something you're not getting any stronger. It's a waste of a back. Of course, if you can't afford a ward after the health crystal, probably shouldn't do it. You need to ward, need to ward, need to ward, need to ward, need to ward. Okay? Buy wards for the top lane, for any lane. Buy fucking wards, unless you have a support in your lane. They need to be buying the wards. If you're mid, buy 2 wards. You need to ward. It improves your gameplay a lot. People are going to compliment you on being a good player a lot more than they do now when you get lucky and get fed. Okay? Just buy wards. Anyway, after that, finish your Frozen Mallet. And then you're going to start working on Warmogs. Get, your Giant's Belt, Health Crystal, finish your Warmogs. After that, situational. If an AD is getting the most kills on their team, which will probably be the case, most of the time, if an AD is getting the most kills, get the Warden's Mail for Randuin's. Go ahead and get the Warden's Mail. If an AP is getting the most kills, get the little red dagger part of Maul Malmortis first. You're going to get both of these items every game. So Just depending on who's has the most kills, you get that item first. Okay, and then once you get, if you get the Warden's Mail first, then you get the red part of the little red dagger part of Maul first. And you know, if you get the Maul thing first, get the Warden's Mail next. And you're probably going to want to finish Randuin's first. Just get the first part of Maul Malmortis, because the second, finishing it is a lot more expensive than finishing a Randuin's after Warden's Mail. Randuin's after Warden's Mail is something like 900 gold, I think, to finish it after you get your Warden's Mail. And Maul, you have to get a pickaxe, and I'm not sure how much it is to complete it after that. So pickaxe alone is 975. So it's a lot more. After you finish all that, you can either go Atma's or Banshee's Veil. Situational. If the Atma's way is if the melee's getting fed. If he's really fed and he's really OP, like Tryndamere or something like that you need to shut down, go ahead and get Thornmail instead of Atma's. If it's not that OP, or even if they're not that fed, but you know, if they have like 7 kills, just get Atma's. You know, you can sell it and buy a Thornmail if you really need to later, because you'll be full build by then and you'll have enough gold. If not, get a Banshee's Veil if an AP is getting fed, or Force of Nature, whichever way you want to go. You get the movement speed and the health regen from Force of Nature, which again, he's slow, and you know, that'll be your way of regenerating health. You'll have not sure how much health you'll have. You'll see on the Mobafire link. I'm not exactly sure. You know, so go ahead and do that if you want Force of Nature. Either way works. I usually get Force of Nature. Most people like Banshee's Veil to block that one spell, but you know, that can be blocked by many stupid things, and a lot of people like me, if I see somebody with a Banshee's Veil bubble around them, I go for getting rid of it. I always want to get rid of that whenever I see one, and it can get canceled by a lot of stupid things, like Ari can do, or Foxfire, and hit you with one of those, it's gone. So yeah, I usually get Force of Nature, whatever you choose. You know, other than that, ability sequence will be on the Mobafire link, but you level your Q first, you max your Q first, then your E, and then your W, taking your ult whenever you can. The sequence I use for jungling and laning are the same. I'll put that in the link. But I'm going to tell you, sometimes, depending on situational, you level up Q, then W. Now sometimes you want to go ahead and get your E next, depending if they're really scared of you, and you want to get, if you want to harass them more, you know, if they're real scared of you anyway, go ahead and get your E third at level 3. Just so you have that pull. You know, they're scared of you anyway, so you shouldn't be worried about getting your Q up more yet. You know, you just want to get that harass off. Just want to tell you that. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and make the Mobafire link before posting it, so I won't be lying and people will watch the video and like, there's no Mobafire link, bruh. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to do the Mobafire link real fast. I'm going to do the Mobafire guide real fast. And I hope you guys like this build. Get used to Darius. And the masteries, I'll tell you, you can play around with those a bit. The magic pen you'll see in the match, I get the magic pen on the masteries. Use that. Well, don't take me to that. His passive does magic damage. I'm not sure if the magic pen scales with it yet. I haven't tested it or anything like that. I probably will tomorrow or something, and put an update on the masteries. But if you're looking at the masteries before I do that, That's why I have the magic pen, because his passive's really OP, so I figured that since it's magic damage, magic pen will probably work. So if you watch this whole video, congratulations, you just found a build that's going to work and you're going to love playing Darius. Now, if you didn't watch the whole video, you won't even see this part, so fuck you. Good luck playing Darius.